love what we doing, they nowhere around. Started from the ground, always gotta hold it down. Now they think they got it cause they sign up on a data, but there's only so much money in the year that is allotted. Plus you probably don't even know how it is divided.
Alright, so I ordered a new SCUF controller the other day, like 3 days ago. And because my other one was kind of having some issues, and I wanted the new trigger stops and all that stuff for the 4PS, which was not on the old SCUF. So I'm going to unbox this for you guys and let you guys see what it's like coming out of the box and everything else. And hopefully there's nothing wrong with the controller. I don't think there will be. But let's just hope for the best, I suppose. Oh, yes. That is what I'm talking about. For some reason, it seems like smaller, almost. It's like warm. I don't know why it's warm. Oh, it's hot outside. All right, I'm kind of nervous. I'm really worried that they, for some reason, I've never had this worry before, but I'm worried that they messed up the color and design of the controller that I wanted. Oh, I feel like I'm being teased. All right, that is how I wanted it, and it looks good. It looks exactly how I wanted it. Sorry for the lighting if it's not perfect, guys, but we got the blue on the back. Let that focus in there. Come on. Oh well. Well, you guys can see from here. I think it looks pretty good. I'm excited to mess around with these trigger stops and everything else. We got this right here, which is meant to change your rings around your SCUF, which I'm not going to mess with that right now. I don't want to break it or anything like that. Get this little SCUF screw tool thing. I think that's, I'm pretty sure that's to change your, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's to change your paddles or your trigger stops. So, all right, I'm going to use this in game, and then I'll probably add some more to this video later, talking about how I feel like it performs compared to a regular controller or a regular SCUF. All right, so this is the second part of my SCUF review. The first part you saw was where I actually received my SCUF in the mail, and I've used it for, I don't know, about 2 weeks now, something like that. And I can say that I think that it is much better than the original SCUF that they had for the PlayStation 4, and I'm assuming the Xbox One too. But the first thing that I noticed was the paddles actually click, because on my 4PS SCUF, it just kind of pushed in, kind of like a, or not even like a trigger. It didn't even have a clicking sound. So over time, it got to feel like I wasn't even actually pushing the button, or I would just barely graze it and I would jump when I didn't mean to. There's only one complaint that I really have about the entire controller, and that is I personally don't like the way that they did the trigger stops, the way that they function, because these little metal pieces, they seem to fall out quite a bit. If you're adjusting them, you have like a little key tool and you twist it, and when you twist it, sometimes it falls out. And the first time it happened to me, I couldn't get it to go back in, so I thought I actually broke my SCUF, but I think it just snaps back in. But the only thing about it is it can be really frustrating if you're just trying to adjust your trigger stops before a game or something and it falls out and you have to spend 5 minutes trying to get it to stay in place. Other than that, I see what they were doing. They were trying to make it so that way you didn't have to completely spend 5 minutes trying to adjust your trigger stop going from one game to another, rather than this way you can just turn it, and you can even do it with your fingers if you want. You can just turn it and it's instantly ready for any game like Grand Theft Auto or anything like that. I played a little bit without the fangs, and I do think that the fangs help a lot with making sure that you don't miss your target. You know, like if you have the fangs off, I noticed that my shot was like moving away from my target more often than with them on. If you hold them down here, which I don't do too often, but if you hold them down here, your finger moves less when you go to shoot, because right now I don't have my trigger stops on because I've been playing another game. But if you were to just push it in like that, that's all your fingers move, rather than an actual trigger where you are going all the way down here like this. So other than that, nothing too different from any other SCUF, but these two parts, the trigger stops, and these are the two main points of the SCUF controller. I customized mine a little bit, as you can tell. I have the rings on here, which I have not taken this off because this kind of concerns me, even though I've watched a million videos that show that it's really simple and not breakable. I'm just a paranoid person like that. I put the blue and orange on there for my new channel colors, and these are really easy to take off too, the fangs. They just kind of snap off like that, and they snap back on. I think that it's easier to do it that way. Oh, shit. And that's it.